while they're gone, rehearsing, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the Netherlands and give you maybe a little Dutch lesson, because Dutch is fun. Everybody say that. Dutch is fun.
Dutch is fun.
All right, so the cast is off preparing. It's going to be fabulous. Fact number one about the Netherlands. It is not Holland. Oh, everybody calls it Holland, right? But it's not just Holland. See, the Netherlands has 12 provinces. You know how Canada has provinces instead of states? Holland has provinces, like we have states. And there are 12 of them. Only 2 of them are Holland. There is, ready? Here we go. Noord-Holland, Zuid-Holland, Zeeland, Noord-Brabant, Utrecht, Flevoland, Friesland, Groningen, Drenthe, Overijssel, Gelderland, and Limburg.
Wow.
Okay? Those are all in there. So 2 of them are called Holland. But do you know the reason that we mistakenly call the country Holland is because 90% of the population lives in either North Holland or South Holland. 90% of the population live in 2 of the provinces. Okay? Fact number 2, the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, we speak Nederlands. Sounds pretty normal. Somehow, here in America, we've decided to call Nederlands Dutch. Right? When people say, oh, what language do you speak? An American will say, oh, they speak Dutch there. If you are from the Netherlands, that doesn't mean anything to them. They say, we speak Nederlands.
Wow.
So, in the Netherlands, they speak Nederlands. And Dutch is actually just an old English word, meaning people or nation. Don't know why we decided that's the language that they speak, but that's what it means. Fact number 3, we had a queen until 2 years ago. Her name was Queen Beatrix. She was from the family of Orange. So back at my table, you see that there's a hat over one of the displays, and it's got the red, white, and blue. That's the flag. And then the brim of the hat is orange, representing the royal family. It's the family of Orange. 2 years ago, she abdicated the throne and gave it to her son, King Willem-Alexander. And so now we have a koning. We have a king. And he's fantastic, actually. Really, they're really a wonderful royal family. We also function a bit like, from a political standpoint, we function like England. So we have a parliament and a prime minister. And guess what they do? Every year in that country, they must balance their budget. You know how we talk about that here? Yeah. They must balance their budget. The first year I went over there, they couldn't come to a compromise. They couldn't come to an understanding, the parliament and the prime minister. So you know what they did? They resigned. The entire parliament handed their resignations to the queen and said, we can't come to a compromise, so we obviously aren't right for the job. And they left. 6 months later, we had another election. We got a whole new parliament. They balance the budget. We move along.
Wow.
Imagine that. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Huge difference there. The language is not easy. So Dutch is fun, but it's not easy. De taal is niet makkelijk, maar je moet spreken de moedertaal van de natie waar je woont. Right? It's not easy, but you need to speak the language of the people you're ministering to. It's just imperative. I can't speak into children's lives if I can't speak their language. And they don't start learning English until they're 9. Now what's amazing is that's the second language that they learn, right? So they learn Dutch from the time they're born, and at the age of 9, they start learning English. By 11, most of these kids are fluent in English. It's really frightening. It's like 2 years and they're done. And then at 11 or 12, they go on to their third language. So most Nederlanders speak at least 3 languages. My pastor's son over there in Zandam, he speaks 5.
Wow.
And he's 14. Okay. So language. Here we go. These are the first phrases that I learned over in the Netherlands when I first landed there. So what do cows say here? What do cows say? Cows say moo. You're right. Guess what? In the Netherlands, they say boo. Cows say boo. Say boo, right? Cows say boo. If I asked a child, how old are you? How old are you?
6.
You're 6. If I asked a 6-year-old what cows say in the Netherlands, they would say boo. Okay. Now, I've gone up to cows in the Netherlands, and indeed, they still go moo. I don't know why they say boo, but except for the fact that moo is actually another word entirely. Moo means tired. Ik. So everybody say ik. That's I. Ik. Ben. I am. Moe. Ik ben moe. You just learned your first Dutch phrase. Everybody applaud for yourself, because that's good. Woo! Ik ben moe. And you're saying, I am tired. Okay? And if you're really tired, you say, ik ben doodmoe, which is I'm dead tired. Okay? But ik ben moe. I am tired. Everybody say it again. Ik ben moe.
Ik ben moe.
Now, so you'll remember that word because of the cows. What do cows say?
Moo.
Yeah. What are you saying actually? Tired. Ik ben moe. All right. So everybody can shrug your shoulders, right? Okay. So in this phrase, the shoulder shrug takes the place of I. So you shrug your shoulders and you say, geen idee. Oh, that was a good G over there. Geen idee. Geen idee. So you sort of like shrug your shoulders and say, geen idee. And guess what you're saying? I have no idea. So I did a children's outreach about 2 weeks after I got there. I knew ik ben moe and geen idee. And a little kid, about her age, came running up to me and said, waar is de wc? Waar is the wc? Waar is the wc? And I had no idea what they were saying. Because it all sounded like gibberish to me at that moment. And this poor kid was hopping up and down, and I had to take them to another person and say, ik spreek Engels. I only speak English. And so she said, waar is the wc? Waar is the wc? To this person. And they were like, she needs the toilet. I'm like, oh. And I was standing where? In front of the toilet. So I had to take her poor thing back to where I was already standing. Poor thing. All right? But I learned, she looked at me, waar is the wc? Waar is the wc? And I said, any day. So it comes in really handy. How are you? Ik ben moe. I'm tired. You know, because you spend your first couple months really tired on the mission field. You really do. Just all the translating and all the figuring things out and trying to find the bus that you're supposed to be on or the train that you're supposed to get to, and it's all in a different language, and nobody is exactly helpful. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you had to translate, I need a stamp to mail a letter? And I'm like, postzegel? Yeah, right? Crazy. Third thing, helaas. Everybody say helaas.
Helaas.
Pindakaas.
Pindakaas.
Helaas.
Helaas.
Pindakaas.
Pindakaas.
And you sort of go, oh, helaas pindakaas. Yeah. So this is a phrase that basically translated, it means, oh, that's too bad. Okay? Oh, that's too bad. Helaas pindakaas. So if somebody came up to me with something that was broken, like a little kid your age, I keep on using you. Come on. Hi, I'm Brenda. Nice to meet you.
My last name is
Oh, very nice. Very good. Yeah, see, I get pulled off track all the time. So, helaas pindakaas. Say, helaas pindakaas. Basically means, oh well. So if a little kid came up to me with a broken toy, I'd say, oh, helaas pindakaas. 3 years. 3 years. Once I figured out what the first word means, which was unfortunately, helaas means unfortunately, pindakaas is peanut butter. So you're saying unfortunately peanut butter. I'm saying to a child who is crying over a broken toy, unfortunately peanut butter. 3 years I was there going, why am I saying unfortunately peanut butter to these weeping children? It seems mean. Oh, poor peanut butter. You know, I mean, that just seems wrong. And so I kept asking people there, I don't know. Finally, I asked my friend Willem, who is a professional translator, and he goes, I don't know. Why do Americans say when pigs fly?
Pigs do not fly.
I know! And that's what he was saying. He's like, pigs don't fly. They don't have wings. Why do Americans say when pigs fly? It's an idiom. Helas Pindakaas is an idiom. I did not know that. For 3 years I was saying, unfortunately, peanut butter with no idea why. I just knew how to use it in a sentence and in a situation. But what you're really saying is, unfortunately, peanut cheese.
What?
Because peanut butter is called pindakaas, peanut cheese, in the Netherlands. Do you know why? And this is the last fun fact. Because in the Netherlands, it is illegal to call anything but actual butter, butter. So peanut butter can't be called peanut butter because it's illegal to call it that. So they said, I know, let's call it peanut cheese. Yeah, imagine that. Cream cheese is, yeah, it's crazy. Anything that has the word butter in it, they have to change to something else. It's funny. So that's my fun facts about the Netherlands.
Ready yourselves, let us shine.